Hi, this is Yan Wang. You guys can call me Philip, the team leader of Yoyofriends, and today we're going to do an overview on the Yoyofriends Replicant, the signature of Matthew Watson. Matthew is a player on the Yoyofriends, and he achieved great results with this yo-yo. I think PNWR he got 5th, United he got 2nd, and national finals I think he got 13th around there. So definitely very awesome player on Team Yoyofriends. So yeah, shout out to Matthew. So basically how this yo-yo started is because of Matthew's achievement. Also, I think finalists in NT or something very good. I want to make a signature yo-yo for him, and so him and I hopped on the Discord and we communicated for like an hour or two, and then he gave me every single thing, details he wanted, and then I questioned him like what spec, like width and input design, where you needed to be based on your current area and all that stuff. And I made a list, and yeah, after 2 hours or something like that, I put in some ideas and then go through with him, and then I sent this idea to the manufacturing team and then made the design on the yo-yo, and then we double check it, me and him, and yeah, bam, prototype of Replicant. And this yo played so well that we didn't change a thing for the production. The only thing is like the production, 3 of the 5 colorways are B blasted. That's it. Like no changes. The yo-yo played so well. I went to the DFW club. Everybody think this yo-yo is one of the best yo-yos ever played. So we just go straight to production. All right. So first look at this yo-yo. So we need to have a history of this yo-yo. This yo-yo is based on I think 2 yo-yos. First one is of course Netrunner. Netrunner being Matthew's favorite yo-yo before the Replicant. Why? Because Netrunner is our previous flagship by metal. That's just brutally performant. It's using the hollow ring technology where the aluminum and SS, where they meet, have a little bit of space in between. That gives it a little bit of more floatiness and more hang time doing the body tricks and just aerial zoning. It sacrifices a little bit of a pure rim weight, and also like slight decrease in speed and acceleration, I would say. But the current meta is zoning. So yeah, and we found out if we make the ring weight extremely heavy, around like 20 grams, it kind of mitigates it because of just how heavy the ring is. So we're getting most of the benefits of the more hang time in the air, while making the yo a little bit more fun because of the flowiness, and also having the drawback of slightly decrease in stability and acceleration, etc. So yeah, we use that technology on the Replicant. We also took the profile of the Graviton series. Shout out to Tony, because this is Tony's son's signature series, the Graviton and the Graviton Y. They're basically around the same. So this is the Graviton Y, or Gravitoni as people call it. And yeah, where's my Graviton? My original Graviton. I can't find it for now, but anyway, so there it is. So these two are like the same. So he really likes the profile of this because it's like a hybrid V / a hint of O shape on the outside. So basically he wanted that's kind of fun. So we simplified the Gravitoni and Graviton yo-yo's profile, made it wider, and bam, we got the Replicant. So definitely shout out to Tony for making such legendary series that we use it years later again and get inspired by it on the other player's signature. Absolutely amazing. And for the center cup, he wanted simple. Firstly, he wanted just a flat cup, flat center cup, as simple as it can get. We, however, think that we want to add slightly bit of center weight, so, and also to prevent axle protruding. Sometimes it happens on Paragon X. So we made it just a slight convex parabola, as you can see here. I don't know if you can see, but just a smudge of a convex parabola, making this yo-yo the axis not protruding, and give that little bit of a center weight for acceleration. All right, so yeah, this yo-yo is around pretty wide, 51 millimeter, 56 millimeter diameter. It's not very like big and stuff. It's very comfortable in hand because of the B/O, and it's not too big, not too small. Slightly wide, but other than that, 56 is like smack in the middle, not too big, not too small. good for attack, not too big like the Netrunner Ultra Cut. So I will have the full spec of the yo-yo here. Alright, so smoothness, prototype 1, which is the same as this. Both of them, when I received it, is 10 out of 10. I just got this like 2 days ago, or a day ago, I forgot, but 10 out of 10. You can hear there is no fingernail vibe. I think this is a B grade somehow, I don't know why. Maybe this is an A grade, but I don't care. I can't see any other, like, no flaw, and I plays 100% for me. So, just as well as the prototype. Slightly better, actually. I like my yo-yo B blasted. This is B blasted, so I like it more than the, not raw, but like polished. However, Matthew likes polished more, so just personal preference. I like B blasted more, so I like this one better. So that smoothness, power on the suit is very good. This is standing at around 66.3 grams. So when Matthew and I talked during that Discord call, and multiple times afterwards, he really liked the power of the Netrunner. And knowing that this yo-yo is going to be wider, which is going to take a slight hit in stability, and also the ring rate is going to be around the same due to our calculations, and also the diameter being like 2 millimeters smaller, we know that we need to add weight, overall weight, to match the power of Netrunner, which we kind of did. It's around the same, more or less. So I told him, okay, this needs to be at least 1 gram heavier. I told him this is my estimation. I'm really good at this. That's why I'm the leader of Yoyofriends to overlook through all designs. And he agreed. So yeah, we made around 1.3 grams lighter finally, and I think, oh, that's pretty good. And bam, the power is there. Netrunner is one of our most powerful yo-yo, even though it's at around 65 grams. This one is just as powerful with a lot less diameter, and it will power through your tricks forever. Like, oh my god, very, very powerful. Hollow ring technology, the rings are standing at almost 20 grams. Could be heavier, I forgot. I think it's like just shy of 20 grams, which is a lot. But yeah, this will just chews through all your long combos with ease. Like, just absolutely amazing in terms of power. Even like when you throw it down, you really feel the power. And when you're doing tag tricks, you don't even feel the flowiness of that, like, hollow ring technology kicking in. It just goes, right? It's when you're doing like zoning and just hooks and stuff in midair where you're feeling like, okay, this is hanging just like the Netrunner. It's hanging a little bit longer. It's giving you that ease of use when it is moving in midair while the string is slacking. So yeah, that's the power. So super, super good. Stability is very good. I would say it's just shy of the Netrunner, but Netrunner is a classic big diameter V-shape yo, and this one is like, you know, smaller and slightly more organic-y. So in terms of stability, it's just slightly less. However, mind you, this is still a 20G ring weighted bimetal, extreme ring weighted bimetal, standing at 66.3 grams. So this is still one of our most stable Yoyofriends yo-yo, basically matching almost like the Nucleons and our most stable lineup in our arsenal. So yeah, this is super, super stable. It spins forever, super, super stable. You can do tag tricks. Once again, I need this yo-yo to be stable for Matthew, because I look at Matthew's yo-yoing, right? He's a very strong guy, and then when he yo-yos, his execution is very, very, I would say, precise, using a lot of force to make that execution look very, very cool. His execution scores sometimes are very high because just the way he yo-yos with such authority and force in certain situations, that requires stability. That requires the stability of the yo-yo, or the yo-yo is gonna tilt. Simple as that. So we make sure this stability is one of the best in the Yoyofriends lineup. Acceleration is actually surprisingly good. Why? Because of the smaller diameter and also the slightly convex parabola in the middle, and also the hollow ring. And I think the most contributing factors to this yo-yo is not as huge. It's 56 millimeter and 51. So it's just that sweet spot of this current meta where the yo-yo is not big, and so you can still accelerate very, very fast. I won't say this is one of our fastest accelerating yo-yo and top speed yo-yo, but it definitely kind of matches Netrunner in terms of the acceleration, and the top speed is just shy of the Netrunner. in general. So yeah, I'm a little bit rusty, but yeah, you can definitely push the yo-yo very, very fast. And the better you are at yo-yoing and the more authority you throw at this yo-yo is just like a tank. It will just take it, and that really helps with top speed and acceleration. So yeah, very, very good. I would say it's mid-fast. I think it's on the level of it's just below like a, you know, our fastest is like the hummingbird, tachyon, slightly below a overclock in terms of acceleration, but that's it. It's around the same as a Netrunner, even almost matching a Peregrine X. That's just how fast it is. Absolutely ridiculous. So flow on the yo is actually not as boring as the Netrunner, even though the Netrunner is not boring. You got the hollowing technology giving you that flowiness in midair in horizontal situations where you're slacking, and also you have that semi-organic shape on the outside inspired by the Graviton/Gravitoni series. So you definitely can, this yo is definitely fun, more fun than the Netrunner, I would say, because the shapes and just the overall design. That's one of Matthew's criteria. He wanted his yo-yo to be fun. He wanted to pick this yo-yo up and play it with every single day, and while he grinds his 3-minute routines or whatever minute routines, semifinals, 1.5 minutes, he doesn't want to get bored. He wanted his yo-yo to perform at a very high level while being fun to use, and we definitely achieved that, all thanks to the genetic of Graviton series. Very, very nice choice. So that is that. A lot of flow. Horizontal is one of the best, you know, because this yo is pretty fast. Yeah, does it no problem. One of the best in horizontal because of the power and the acceleration, and just how wide it is. It's 51 millimeter wide. I think it matches a Netrunner in terms of horizontal capabilities. It's just chews through it with absolute precision and fun. Oh, and like I said, the hollowing definitely gives a little bit more hang time. That's what we tested and agreed upon from customers and most of our Yoyofriends players testing it. They noticed as well. So very, very cool that we used all the bells and whistles on this yo-yo. Bind, this gap width is around 4.54 millimeter. So, or 5.5, I forgot. So definitely smack in the middle of, I would say, the sweet spot of gap width. So I'm using a Kitty first class normal. I'm slipping just a tiny bit, but people don't really use Kitty first class normal. So Kitty first class fat, you bind with no problem. OT normal, which is slightly fatter than the first class normal from Kitty. So OT normal, OT fat, perfect. Binds perfectly on those. So that is a strain recommendation. And now going to the more classic, old school, traditional stuff. Finger grind, at least for this B-blasted version, it's perfect. It's a V shape in the middle and slightly organic, so the wall slightly higher on the outside, kind of locks your finger in. 10 out of 10 in that. However, there's two colorways where it's not B-blasted, it's polished. So if your hands are dry, it will kind of do it, but if your hands are like not dry, you have sweaty hands, that's GG, man. That's GG. So thumb grind, perfect because you're actually not touching the SS. You're just a lip kind of. So you're still kind of in the area of 76-8, which is B-blasted. Very, very good. If you have a polished version, I'm not sure, probably not that good, but thumb grind. Finger spin is like average to below average because of the convex parabola. You can definitely kind of do it because, you know, the yo is powerful and stuff. Yeah, I just did it. But overall, in general, I would say it performs slightly below like a traditional flat hub in terms of finger spin. So yeah. All right, so that is the overview of the Replicant. This video's naming is based on the Blade Runner series, the Blade Runner movie, the original, and the Blade Runner 2049. Is that a 2040 something? 2049, I think. So something like that. So yeah, those two movies and yeah, Replicant, very very cool name, and the logo is kind of inspired by it. There's Matthew's signature slash Yoyofriends on the other side of the rim. Very cool looking, very sleek, just a simple looking yo-yo. Super clean. He likes his yo-yo clean, and we definitely made sure this yo-yo looks clean. So concluding on this yo-yo, this basically like, imagine a yo-yo that just maxed out in everything. Like power, stability, acceleration, top speed, flow, everything. What I have, besides float, because it's a competition, there's no quirky acceleration, has it all. It excels in every single thing. It is the most performant Yoyofriends yo-yo alongside Netrunner. I think it's even slightly more performant because it's using higher grade material. We're really pushing, using every single design ideas to suit Matthew's need to make him succeed in his competition, and he won't get bored playing it because he had to play with this every single day practicing. So we definitely achieved it with flying colors, and this is the representation of the highest, the highest class of Yoyofriends yo-yo. The best, customer. That's not like TI or anything. This is just a traditional classic Yoyofriends yo-yo, manufactured to perfection, designed to perfection, for a player, one of our best player on the Yoyofriends team. So if you want a representation of what modern Yoyofriends yo-yo are capable of, these two are the go-to in the Netrunner and also the Replicant. It depends on your playstyle. I would say if I had to compare the two, the Netrunner is a more traditional V shape. It's more linear. The acceleration is slightly better. Actually, it's around the same. Everything of the stats is around the same, but this is more of like a drop near with added focus of the hollowing technology kind of feeling, where it's a more traditional V-shape feel. It's got more control. Where Matthew's Replicant is more fun because of that organic series inspired by Graviton series, and also it's just a little more personal touch and just try a little bit harder on the design to make this yo-yo, good at everything, like with the fun factor and also just his personalized specification, right? So yeah, also the price, this is more expensive, 7060 is 7075. Yeah, so these two are the highest performing Yoyofriends yo-yo, and in my opinion, this is the ultimate flagship bimetal for Yoyofriends for now. But I don't see anything surpassing it pure performance wise. But that's in my opinion. Even in the future. So if you want like recently, even in the future, plus the past, for a while, for a long period of time, you want a really good representation of what the highest consumer model of Yoyofriends bimetal play like, this is the one to go. I don't say this often, but get this if you want the best Yoyofriends experience, if you're into like the modern meta stuff. So yeah, that is my conclusion of this video. Shout out to Matthew, shout out to Yoyofriends manufacturer and myself for making this, and thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.